So I'm the owner of Chris's Comics, located here in Fremont, California. Our address is 37112 Maple Street. October 1st was my 6th anniversary. I was working for a different store before that, and then decided to finally start my own. When I was 4, I went to Superhero Day at the baseball game that my grandpa and my uncle were giving away free comic books. And when I couldn't read, but my uncle said, "Here, kid, take these," and put a bunch of comics in my hand for the first time. I didn't know what to do. I sat down and I just started looking at the pictures, and I knew right away this was something that's very, very, very special. I've always been really passionate about comic books and reading, and just really excited about the stories and the whole idea and the art and everything else. I teamed up with my brother for a couple years, who had an existing card shop, and then he decided, it was time for me to kind of move along and find my own place and get my own thing started, and with a lot of help from my friends and selling off almost everything I own. I started start up a business. Luckily, I had a lot of clients and a lot of customers helping me out to start off, and pre-ordering and everything else. It works really, really well for me now. Got my own business. It's been running 6 years, so hopefully some more. The industry is kind of a whole different side when you're on this side of the counter than the other one. It's a lot of people think, "Oh, it's comic books. That's a really fun business. You get to read comics all day." I'm pretty busy running a business. It doesn't matter if you're comics or anything. The business side of something is always a lot more work. And I love quoting one of my favorite rappers saying, it's a job, it's a fun job, but it's still a job. The last few years where it's like, "Oh, well, the rise of digital comics is gonna put you guys out of business." That's not really true. A lot of people really like holding comic books, reading them page by page. And there's a lot of content you can't get digitally wise that you can get on a physical form. Also, a lot of people like collecting just physical copies of things because, yeah, you can make a digital stuff, but then again, it's very different. It's just like going to see a movie or just watching a movie. As far as surviving, trying to sell stuff online is really, really difficult because it's just blown up online now. It's really hard to compete with bigger companies, and guys are offering humongous subscription discounts. And I try to do my best. I offer what I can. I try my best for every customer that comes in the door, whether you're a first time or a long time customer. There isn't just one kind of story out there. There's so many different stories, and they're trying to say, "Oh, what do you read?" And I was like, I try to read everything. There isn't anything I don't try to, which is a really dumb idea. There's so many, that's expensive. But I try to pick up at least a little of something every time, check it out every time, see if there's something I like. That's the problem. You end up liking a lot of things. Then your wallet is not happy with you afterward. But that's the thing about this industry. I mean, you don't know what you're gonna like until you try it. I try to sell whatever my customers are interested in, and I try to, of course, pick up a few extra, because of course people don't know what they're interested in until they see it. So of course anything that has a specialty cover like a foil or some kind of enhancement, those tend to sell better no matter what the title is. Something that has really good writing and then it gets a really good write-up online, now people want to jump onto it and see it, and of course they want it after the fact when it's hard to find. So you try to be a mind reader and try to think what they're going to really be into and what they're going to like, and you got to try your best, and then hopefully you still have copies left and you don't buy 50 copies of something and then you get stuck with them all. As far as am I struggling? Sorta, kinda. I mean, I'm not making, like I said, I don't make a lot of money. Hardly anyone in this industry does, other than the really, really big guys. It takes a lot of work and a lot of effort just to even stay afloat, and that's what we're doing. A lot of small businesses, they just can't compete. They can't keep up. Everything cost-wise just keeps getting worse and worse. Considering this is my only job and everything I got is in this, yeah, I would have to try to find something. What would that be? I wouldn't have a clue. I would think I would just kind of keep this going. I would do flea markets, I would do yard sales if I gotta, whatever I can. And I'm too ingrained in this. I've been doing this for too long. And this is the thing I know. This is my story. This is my love. This is my story.